Hi, my name is Kayla and I'm a dietitian. How are you doing today?
I'm okay. Feeling a little sluggish today and tired and don't really want to be here.
Well, I'm really sorry to hear that. Let's see if we can figure out a solution to make you feel better. Let's start off by you telling me a little bit about yourself and what brings you in today.
Well, I used to be a high school athlete and a college athlete. I was very active and worked out a lot. Then I was plagued with a knee injury. Since then, it just seems like I have gained all this weight and I have no motivation to try to change because I can't work anymore and all I can do is basically sit around.
I understand that must be very difficult for you. Playing sports are always fun though and a great way to get exercise in. What sport did you play?
I was defensive tackle for football. That's why I have a weight. It seems that's why I have weight because we used to have to be bulky for football.
That's a great opportunity you had. So, if I'm hearing you correctly, you think your weight gain has to do with your football career?
Well, yeah, I used to be 280 and could maintain my weight pretty well, but since the knee injury, I was unable to exercise, so I just kept putting on weight. Since a year ago, I put on 100 pounds.
So, do you know your height and weight currently?
Well, yeah, I just went to the doctor. They said I'm 6'3" and 552 pounds.
Have you ever heard of something called your body mass index?
Yeah, it's something to do with weight and height, yeah, or something.
Correct. So, the BMI gives you a value based on your height and weight that classifies you as either underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese. And according to your chart, I see that your current BMI is at 72. So that is classified as obese. The range for obesity is anything greater than 40. So your weight is significantly over this. Is this something that concerns you at all?
Well, I know my weight is getting out of control, but I guess I don't know what to do anymore. I want I can't exercise and I don't have a job, so food is the way I escape reality.
I can see how this might be difficult. Let's see if we can figure out where the problem is coming from and have you come up with some ways to improve your health. Do you have any other family or medical history that I should know about that may contribute to your health?
No, the only thing is the past year I've had shortness of breath, trouble sleeping, and just some drowsiness.
Okay, do you know what those signs and symptoms are related to at all?
I'm not sure. I just keep thinking one day they'll go away.
Yeah, what about do you take any medications?
No, no medications.
Well, let's take a look and see if we can do something about those symptoms and take a look at your blood work to see if there could be a reason contributing, such as the lab values that could be out of range. So these lab values are your MCH, glucose, and your creatine. The lab values that concerns me a little is your glucose because glucose is associated with diabetes. Have you heard of diabetes before?
Yeah, but they told me I don't have it.
Yeah, you are correct, but diabetes is something that is a disease associated with obesity. So we just want to make sure you're controlling these values so your health doesn't worsen and you don't develop it. Can you tell me a little bit more about your eating habits? We're going to do something called a 24-hour diet recall. So just tell me what a typical day looks like for you.
Get up at 8 a.m. and then eat breakfast around 8:30.
What does your breakfast consist of?
Normally, my mom or my sister will make food for me. I like to have 3 blueberry pancakes, 3 eggs, hash browns, and a glass of milk.
Do you eat anything on your pancakes, like syrup or butter or anything like
Yeah,
that?
both those.
Okay, what about your eggs? Are they scrambled, fried,
Uh,
butter?
I like them scrambled in butter.
What about your hash browns? Ketchup or
Yep,
anything else on
ketchup
them?
on the nose.
Okay, and what kind of milk do you drink?
Whole milk. And then about at 10 a.m., I have a couple chocolate glazed donuts, a cup of black coffee, and then for lunch I normally get something quick. I'm actually not that busy, but I like to go to McDonald's, 2 Big Macs with large fries and a Diet Coke. Then for dessert, I usually get an Oreo McFlurry. Then a snack, I usually have a Diet Coke and a bag of trail mix.
Okay, and is this trail mix, how big would you say the bag is? Really big, medium, small?
It's the medium size. It's more for your money, and it normally has chocolate, some raisins and nuts in it. And if you want to know dinner, that's my biggest meal. I usually have a large steak, a potato, a vegetable, and a couple slices of bread with butter and another glass of milk.
Do you eat anything after that, or is that normally all?
Honestly, I eat all day. So yeah, after that, I normally eat a dessert of a big bowl of chocolate ice cream and 2 to 3 cookies and a glass of milk.
Anything else, or is that all?
No, I think I was as honest as I could have been.
Okay, do you have any other allergies or intolerances or anything that would I should know about?
Nope.
Okay, so what do you think about your current eating habits? Do you think they're good, bad, okay? What do you think?
I know they're bad, but I'm at the stage where I can't stop eating. I'm bored, so I eat. I have nothing else going on, so I eat. I I know I need to lose weight, but I don't know how.
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not ready to change at all, you don't want to make any changes in your diet, and 10 being you really want to make a lot of changes, you want to lose weight, you want to get healthier, where would you say you are?
Probably a 3.
Why would you say you're 3 maybe instead of like a 7?
I don't know. It's just I've gained so much weight. I don't know where to begin to start losing it. I can't exercise. I'm depressed. I sit around all day. I feel like there's no hope.
So, what I think I'm hearing from you is you don't believe that you can do it because you've gained so much weight.
Yeah, it's too hard.
I know it may seem overwhelming, but let's talk about things and figure out a plan and strategies that may be able to help you. First, let's discuss the problem and what's been going on. According to our conversation and what you've been talking about, let's diagnose something. So we have a base. So the diagnosis is morbid obesity related to your depression, your inability to exercise, eating larger amounts of food, and boredom, as evidenced by your BMI of 72, your weight gain of 100 pounds in 1 year, and your altered lab values.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like those are the reasons why. But now what do we do about it?
What would you think about changing your diet to an all liquid diet to promote weight loss?
Well, do you think I would get enough to eat or would I be hungry?
I think this plan is very attainable for you. The nutrition plan that I've come up with to set you up for success is a very low calorie diet. This diet is used and has been really successful for obesity.
What type of diet is it?
So, this diet is going to be made up of roughly 800 calories, 70 grams protein, 2 grams sodium diet, um, a restriction on caffeine, and 2 quarts of fluid. I know those numbers may sound confusing, but we will go into more detail. Something else to think about is an exercise program of possibly exercising for, say, maybe 30 minutes a day, 3 to 5 times a week. How would you feel about these changes?
I think that if I plan to follow and know what to do, that I could see myself making these changes. Although I'm not sure about exercise plans since I haven't been able to do anything for quite some time. But how do I know what types of food, back to the food, but how do I know what types of food I can eat?
So, I have some education materials for you. I have 2 programs here. One is a thing called MetaFast, and the other is OptiFast. These programs are both really beneficial, and a special drink is used. The drink is where you get your calories from. So it's an all liquid diet for the first 3 months. And then as you advance to the diet, more calories are added, and you eventually get solid foods back into your diet. Along with this, there's education for individual settings and group settings that will help you the process being good. So during the program, you will meet with physicians, dietitians, and exercise specialists to make sure all the progress is going according to your plans. Do you have any questions about anything I just talked about?
Well, how many drinks do I have and how do I know what to have?
Through these nutrition programs, they will set you up for that. So you know exactly how much you should be drinking and at what point.
Is there something that I can do on my own?
Yes, there are drinks that you can buy on your own if that's something you'd be interested. There are a ton of different nutrition meal replacement drinks that you can use. But the thing about it is just calculating your calories, proteins, and carbs to know that you're in your normal range for weight loss.
Um, I will check out these programs. What about exercise? Sorry, I cut you off earlier, but you said something about 30 minutes a day. What if I can't do that?
So yes, exercise is very important to this plan, and we want to make sure what we're doing is safe. So since you're an athlete, you must be familiar with what things you can do for exercise.
Well, yeah, biking, walking, running. But what else that I can do?
So those are all great forms, but it really comes down to simple things such as getting up and doing your laundry, walking to get the mail, or doing yard work outside. Anything that includes moving your body is a great way to exercise. Speaking of lifestyle factors, what do you think you could work on that you think would make you successful in this program?
Portion control. I mean, I think it'll be easier with the liquid diet. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's a great change and very manageable. I think the low calorie diet will work great for you. So after talking about these things, how are you feeling about making these changes now on a scale of 1 to 10?
I feel like you're helping me feel about a 6 right now.
That's great. Now we will keep working on getting that number up to a 10. So let's set a couple of goals for our next visit, things you want to see. What do you think are 3 attainable goals for you?
One goal would be to get off the couch, get up and exercise.
That is great. How long do you want to exercise each day?
Maybe go for a 10-minute walk every day.
I think that's a great place to start. Do you have another goal?
Well, lose weight.
How much weight do you think you want to lose?
I'd like to lose 10 pounds in a month.
I think that's a great goal, but since we'll probably be having checkups more frequently, maybe a goal of 2 pounds per week would be a better goal?
Okay. I would say my next goal, if that's okay if I say another, would
Yeah.
be to not snack in between meals and sticking to my meal plan. That is my goal.
Yeah, so that's a great goal. Sticking to your meal plan with the 3 meal replacement shakes would be a great goal for you. What do you think about that?
I think it's going to be tough, but I can do it.
So now we have to figure out how we're going to monitor these goals. You set these goals, but what do you think about keeping a food journal or exercise journal to monitor these
And
things?
what is that?
It's where you write down every time you eat something or exercise and you write down what you did. That way we can track your progress and what you're doing.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, along with that, I think it would be a good idea to have weekly checkups to monitor your weight, your labs, like your glucose, your exercise, and how you're tolerating your diet. So, what do you think about that?
I think that's easy enough for me to do.
All right, and I think to evaluate these things, we will evaluate your meal plan, your weight, and your journals weekly to make sure your weight loss goals are being met and you're following your meal plan. Would you be okay with weekly checkups to evaluate this?
Yes, that would keep me more accountable.
Do you have any other questions for me? I think we set up a great path for success and all the tools you needed.
No, this has been great. Thank you very much.
Have a great day, and I'll reschedule your follow up appointment.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks.